Okay, it's 5:30, and that means it's time to call our regular meeting to order with a roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Here.
Commissioner Barwick.
Here.
Commissioner Webb.
Here.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Here.
Mayor Absher.
Here. Commissioner, or Judge Gott, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes.
Gave you another title there just for a moment.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item 3 on the agenda is our opportunity for visitors to address the council, subject to a couple of ordinances which are listed there on the agenda, and I think they're on the back of the paper in the far right corner of the room. Is there anybody who'd like to address the council this evening? Nope. Okay. Also under this section, this last Friday was not National Adoption Day Friday, but we had our adoption in the Williamson County courts. And how many children were adopted on Friday, if you might ask?
34 children in total, 22 cases.
Okay, outstanding.
Our record for us.
All right. Would you like to join me up here? Right here. Selfie or were all those adoptions in your courtroom?
They were in my courtroom. Judge Gott from Jackson County came over so that she could do the adoptions for some of the cases from Jackson County, juvenile cases that were closing, so between the two of us.
Give me a second, to make for an awful busy day.
It is. I've done them all, but it's nice to have help.
Well, the city of Marion would like to recognize the important work that's been done in our court system and all the support system that enables that to happen is very broad, between court-appointed special advocates and guardian ad litems, the judges, the legal representation. And you could speak to this more than I could, but it's my pleasure each year to read a proclamation, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. So, whereas the city of Marion, Illinois recognizes the importance of giving children permanent, safe, loving families through adoption, and thanks to thousands of adopted parents through the state, 20,313 children have found permanent homes over the last decade, including 2,492 children in the last year alone. And there are currently 2,443 youth in care with permanency goal of adoption in Illinois, all ages, backgrounds, and needs. And to help these children find permanent nurturing families, the local courts of Williamson County opened their doors this past Friday, November 21st, in celebration of National Adoption Day, to finalize the adoption of local children and join with other organizations to celebrate adoptions. Whereas this effort, along with similar celebrations in 50 states, the District of Columbia, Guam, and Puerto Rico, will offer children the chance to live with stable and loving families and encourage other dedicated individuals to make a powerful difference in the life of a child through adoption. Therefore, I, Michael Absher, Mayor of the City of Marion, by virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim Friday, November 21st as National Adoption Day in Marion, Illinois. And in doing so, urge all citizens to join in national efforts to raise awareness about the importance of adoption. So, Judge, if you would please extend our congratulations and gratitude towards all those involved in this effort, we greatly appreciate it. Hopefully.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And everyone's sorry the others couldn't join. Everyone with
Yeah.
last minute things. And
Mr.
picking up
Shore
children.
emailed and he was, thank you very much. All right, also under public comments, this section of the agenda, Jennifer Olson will present a required public comment period or lead that effort for the Energy Transition Community Grant. This is 2 years in a row we've had this opportunity, or third year. So just go ahead and explain what this is and lead us through this process, please.
Sure. So each year, qualifying communities and organizations can apply to the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity to receive a funding based on a formula that they control. Our qualifying event in our county is the job reductions that have happened at Southern Illinois Power Co-op, being a fossil fuel plant. And so we received a notice that we can go through a phase 2, which is basically submitting a project for consideration within the metrics that they set forth. The amount that they are offering to us for this year is $60,245.25. We are still sending out a bit of the money from last year. If you remember last year's project, we were adding technology to our new and improved Boynton Community Center. So the project that I'm submitting this year and recommending, there are some qualifying categories: public investment in public facilities, things that incentivize retention of companies, things that boost tourism, recreation, and business development opportunities, and things that support downtown and commercial redevelopment, including investment to enhance public space. So following on the heels of the 3-year investment that was made in downtown, I am putting forth that we get some additional kiosks, like the ones that you see in front of this building and in front of the pump house on the square, and that those 3 kiosks be placed out at the sports fields, at the Oasis redevelopment area, and that we purchase another 10 vertical screens, similar to what they have in the lobby area of the Civic and Cultural Center, and that those be placed in indoor spaces at the new destination retail development, such as at Thrill House and at Oasis in the air-supported dome, so that using the same one platform that we use to program these kiosks that are down here, we can share that same messaging, which is a rotating poster set with sound and everything, to advise people on both ends of town about the events that are happening on the other end and throughout town.
So how many of those kiosks would that
So we're looking
take care
at
of?
3 of the freestanding kiosks like
Right.
we have out front,
Right.
that are indoor, outdoor with sound. And then 10 additional, basically large TVs
Right.
that they turn, that have a little brain box on the back that lets us send that same ad set or poster set to all of them.
Okay.
You guys have any further or questions of Jennifer on this? Do we have the opportunity, I know obviously those 10, and I don't know if you've specifically got to the point, you mentioned some of them, but if we had any extras, or if the council was willing to buy extras to maybe put in some of the restaurants and things like that, if they were willing to do that, that's all possible, right?
Basically, if we have power and strong internet, preferably hardwired, they could be in restaurants, they could be in hotel lobbies, anybody who wants to partner with us, whether it was a split cost or it's something that we invested in the future.
So the idea predominantly, I think, to be explicit, is that as we have development on the west side of town, that we don't forget our merchants and opportunities downtown, and we invite people, basically, that we're trying to drive our guests to other parts of town as well. I think that's the overarching idea, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anybody from our guests that would like to comment on this proposed grant submission? Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. It'll move us to item number 4, which is just the consent agenda, which only consists of approving the minutes from the last November 10th City Council meeting. I would make a motion to approve the minutes, or just to approve the consent agenda, which consists of the minutes from the last City Council meeting.
Second that.
Any discussion, additions, or corrections to those minutes? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. All right, moving on to new business under item 5. Item A, I'll have Cody drive us through this process, or this request here has to do with the former Stacks building in the industrial park. Cody?
So, Regional Superintendent's office contacted me, and I think Lori's here tonight, if you guys have specific questions for her. But they were interested in moving their Project Echo and some of their office space into that building. So they reached out to see kind of what that process would be. It's currently zoned industrial because it was a manufacturing facility, as is that entire area out there. There was a set of covenants passed in the early 2010s that would allow for the city council to rezone any of the properties in the industrial park. We felt like it fit more of a C1 capacity. Within C1, one of the requirements or one of the uses within our zoning code for general commercial C1 is governmental uses. So conferred with Wendy, both agreed that this would fit that C1 designation. So we gave the advice to Lori to apply for rezoning of that property from industrial to C1. She's got plans to repurpose that building, wipe out the manufacturing portion of it, and turn it up into classrooms and additional office space. So again, anything building specific, I'll let you contact her, but this process is laid out pretty clearly in the covenants for the industrial park.
Okay, I know Mrs. LaQuada is here to speak in favor of this. Should we ask her to? Is there anybody that is here to speak against the rezoning of this parcel at 950 North Pentecost Road? Again, that's the building that was built for Stacks. Am I saying that right? Stacked. I'm sorry. I was close. Anybody here to speak against that rezoning? Okay, I'll make a motion so that we can discuss it further, and then I'll invite Ms. LaQuat to come up if she chooses to. You can ask questions of her. Make a motion to approve a requested zoning change. This was unanimously approved by the zoning board at 950 North Pentecost Road, parcel 0617200039, from industrial to C1 general commercial. This is ordinance 4088.
I'll second that.
Okay, would you like to, do you have anything to say other than any questions that might be asked of you?
Sure, I'm happy to answer any questions.
I've got one.
Okay.
So you obviously have been contemplating this for a while, because this process has taken a while. Have you got, is this the only step left? I mean, have you made an agreement to purchase the building, or that's yet to be done? I mean, are you ready to close?
Yes.
Okay.
We've been looking for years. We have certain criteria in law that we have to meet to have our alternative programs in our area. It's mandated by statute that we provide these services. And so this fit, we reached out, we've looked at it quite a few times. We have a plan. This is the last step to move forward.
So will there actually be classrooms in there?
There will be classrooms.
Okay.
So by statute, we have to provide alternative learning programs to at-risk students. So these students are behind credits. They just may not be excelling in the regular school programs. So we offer an alternative learning program through the regional office for all 4 counties. And then we've had this school since the early 1990s when it was created at the 2. We were one of 2 schools, alternative schools in the state that offer high school
Will there, any of these kids get bused there?
There are 2 buses.
There will be bused there.
2 buses.
The reason I'm asking that is because I have a building down from there, and I've brought this up before. It's very dark. There are no, this intersection is extremely dark. Meadowland is extremely dark. And I don't know what time they come to school, but in certain times of the year, it's going to be, if they come early, it may not be very
Sure.
light.
Our school day, staff is there from 7:30 to 3 o'clock. School day is 8 to 2.
I don't know if that's something we can talk about with.
Sounds like that may be a need independent of their
It
facility.
is, it's, and I've reached out to a couple of, it's, the problem is you've got Ameren and you've got Southeastern, both running right through there.
Oh,
It's hard to get people
understood.
to
I
talk
believe this
about.
building is Ameren.
Yeah, one side of the road is one, one's the other.
Okay, so you're southeast.
It's great, yeah. Well, they both actually go down there, but they borrow I don't get how, they borrow
I
each
don't
other's
get it.
line, and I don't know.
My
something.
sister worked for Southeast, and now she works for Ameren, and I still don't understand
Yeah.
when she tells me
Yeah.
things.
Right.
Any other questions about, I can tell you, like with the school-related activities, we have no athletic programs, no after-school activities, no assemblies, no events. We have no unstructured outdoor activity, no evening or weekend operations. So it is strictly with, and we serve 7 through 12th graders. So those would be the students who would be there for the school program. However, there may be, professional learning with teachers and things that may be there at other times, but nothing goes past 4 o'clock.
So how many types of these facilities are in this district? Will this be the only one, or is there,
This is the only one.
okay,
The regional office is required to provide it.
okay.
I remember reading it. Tell me again what ROE 21 counties that includes?
Franklin, Johnson, Massac, and Williamson.
Massac, okay.
And then I have a school in Massac, so those students, that's too far for them to come. But we serve Franklin, Johnson, and Williamson in this unit.
Okay, any other questions? A motion and a second, correct? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay, thank you. Okay, item 6 under the police department, Commissioner Barwick.
I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance 4079, directing the sale of surplus vehicles.
I would second that.
Okay, any questions on this item? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 6B, Commissioner Barwick.
I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance 4081, directing the sale of surplus vehicles to Harrisburg Police Department.
I'll second that.
Any discussion on this item, 6B? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7, economic development. We've got quite a few items under this part of the agenda, so let's get started on 7A. This has to do with adding territory to the enterprise zone. Just as a refresher, and this is specifically the, I'm drawing a blank, the old movie theater, soon to be newer movie theater. Just as a refresher for you guys, the region has a certain number of acres, and it's expressed in a number of square miles, which is a lot of acres. It's 20 square miles that we can add to the enterprise zone. It either helps by abating property taxes for a short time, and most of the time it just helps with sales tax on building materials and things like that. So anyway, the process is that you have somebody request it. And then generally speaking, the mayors of the different towns that are part of this, which is Johnson City, Energy, Greenville, Heron, Marion, of course, Village of Cambria, Carterville, and Williamson, or the county of Williamson, meet and discuss it. And as you can see, if you read what's named number 24 of 96 in your packet, you might notice we've got nearly 5 square miles left in the enterprise zone. So that's what this was about. The committee agreed to add the territory, but then the next and last process, other than actually submitting the application, is each city council and the county government have to vote on an ordinance, and that's what's before you. And that's my move to approve ordinance 4078, amending the Williamson County Enterprise Zone to add the territory, which is 3107 Civic Circle Boulevard in Marion.
Second that.
Any questions or comments on this?
Will the other municipalities vote on this? Does this have to be unanimous or
It
does
does.
majority?
It has to be unanimous. They have to each pass a nearly identical, if not completely identical, ordinance to this. As a matter of fact, I guess it's the same exact one. We all sign off on it. But yes, unanimous, which is not done yet. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay?
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item B is ordinance 4080. This is a TIF redevelopment agreement with Al Rawi. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This is 704 West Main, which is this is the northeast corner of Court and Main Street. There is an old gas station there on that corner that the owner has got a food desert grant to construct a new grocery store there, and have requested a hub redevelopment agreement, and that's what this is. And you can see the eligible costs that are proposed there in that agreement. You have anything to add on that?
They will be tearing down the existing facility to build a new store, so
Yeah.
that's contemplated in the agreement.
Will that include all the way back to the tracks there then?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm thinking if it's just that, it's
Yeah.
really small.
Yeah, there was some
Okay.
additional engineering that had to be done as well, because what's always been referred to as the Big Ditch Project goes literally under
Yeah.
that parcel, so there was some additional engineering that was done as well to make sure all that was gonna be squared away.
Mayor, did you say that was a northeast corner?
Yes.
Where
The battery store.
Battery
is
place is.
located, and this property has closed. They have purchased this property.
Okay.
Someone care to read that? Because I don't want to read all of these myself.
7B,
Yes, please.
make a motion to approve ordinance 4080, approving a hub TIF redevelopment agreement with Al Rawi LLC at 704 West Main.
Second that.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay?
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7C, you guys will recall several meetings back, we established more meetings back, we established a vacant property registry, which was step one. Step two, then a few meetings back, we established an incentive program. Once we had a vacant property registry that people could look at, and those that are interested in redeveloping those property as an incentive to them to do so, we authorized a grant program for vacant property redevelopment. We have our first applicant here, Thomas Real Estate Enterprises. This is for 807 North Logan Street. Again, this is the program is a $10,000 incentive. They have to meet certain timelines and inspections and things like that, as outlined in that ordinance. But this is one of what I hope. This particular one is a $90,000 investment in this property that currently is sitting vacant. So that's the whole idea, is to get get some of these on people's radar and provide a little kickstart for that, and this is our first one. So that'd be my motion to adopt Resolution 2025-16, approving a vacant property redevelopment application with Thomas Real Estate Enterprises for 807 North Logan Street.
I'll second that.
Any questions on 7C?
These are set up the same way. He doesn't get the money until he shows that he's done the work.
So we outlined that specifically in the ordinance, and I've drawn a blank exactly what that looked like. Do you recall?
Yeah, so, once he closes on the property, he gets the money, and then we will not grant occupancy, and we can claw back this money. But the intention is that, and what we heard from a couple of developers is that they needed the cash up front to help with the redevelopment, but we would not waive any liens until the property passed occupancy inspections, and we could claw back the funds if we need to.
Okay.
So, if you recall in that, when we set the program up, we only set aside $100,000, this being the first year, so we can only contemplate 10 of these within a fiscal year, and it's been several months, and this is our first application, so I think we need to probably advertise it a little better, because we've got over 100 properties now on the vacant property registry, so.
Any other questions on 7C? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7D, you've got 5 TIF grant applications there on the list. That'd be my motion to approve fiscal year 26 TIF grant applications as presented that were received through November 20th, 2025.
I'll second that.
Any questions or discussion on any of these? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7E, do you want to speak to this one? Just go through what these are
Yeah.
for everybody.
So, on F, G, H, I.
No, we're on E.
Say that again?
E.
Oh, I'm sorry, E. Yeah, so E, a gentleman by the name of David Lawrence came to actually the mayor and I over a year ago, stating that he was acquiring what was known as the Heritage there in front of Rule King in Marion. At the time, we didn't have TIF 20 in place yet, and had communicated with them that we were planning on putting a TIF in that area that would cover that property, of which he came to us asking for an incentive because he wanted to acquire that property and redevelop it. And if any of you are familiar with that property, it was in desperate need of such redevelopment. So he's since acquired the property. We have since put in TIF 20 that covers that property, and so he's gotten started on those redevelopment activities, and we didn't have an agreement in place yet, so he came to us, and you can see the terms in the agreement there. He plans on spending north of $1 million on the property. A lot of the units are rather small, and so his original plan when he talked to us was that he was going to be combining units to make them a little bit larger, but still kind of a micro apartment type of structure, and complete redevelop of the property. So that's what's contemplated in the spectrum agreement.
And our understanding is these would be much nicer and more expensive probably than what has been there in the past. I think he's all but shut it down at this point, but
It's been a common
destination,
yeah, that's the word I was looking for, of
our police
folks like the
force.
gentleman here to my right, so.
Yeah. Okay, I'll move to approve ordinance 4082, a TIF 20 redevelopment agreement with Spectrum Capital Holdings LLC, 1201 Enterprise Way, number 100.
Second that.
Okay, any discussion on this? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay?
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Okay, the next 5 are, we're actually going to combine a couple of those here in a minute, but the next one, 7F, these are all, the next several on Walnut Investment Group. These aren't vacant properties, they're just properties that people are purchasing to redevelop them. And that's what this one is. These are all residential TIF 1, except for the last one, which is HUD TIF, but this is on 500 West Simmons. Anything special about this one other than the standard
No,
agreement?
these are, the costs contemplated in these agreements are all acquisition and redevelopment costs we have in rehabilitation.
Okay. Someone care to read the motion for 7F, please?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 4083, a residential TIF 1 redevelopment agreement with Walnut Investment Group LLC at 500 West Simmons.
Second that?
Any discussion on 7F? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay?
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Now, the next 3, we're combining into one. We're actually going to read G and H collapses into I, if that makes any sense. We're doing all of them because that's the way the attorney prepared the ordinance, because the addresses are all in proximity and they're the same owner, same as before, Walnut Investment Group LLC. So this ordinance 4086, I'm calling to order 7I now, encompasses what we had on the agenda as 7G and H. Did I get that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see in the title of the ordinance, it says Walnut Investment Group's Residential TIF 1 Agreement 1002 through 1006 Kimberly Court. So it encompasses those 3 addresses.
So again, we are striking G and H off the agenda, only acting on I. We're skipping over those 2 ordinance numbers, and I hope we can repurpose those so that we'll have to, maybe a little out of order. But we'll use those 2 ordinance numbers later. So what's being called to order here is ordinance 4086. Be my motion to approve ordinance 4086, a residential TIF 1 redevelopment agreement with Walnut Investment Group LLC. And again, this is 1002 Kimberly Court, 1004 Kimberly Court, 1006 Kimberly Court, all under the same redevelopment agreement.
Second that.
Okay, any discussion on this item? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay?
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item J, anything different about this one either? Okay. Someone care to read that one, item 7J?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 4087, Hub TIF redevelopment agreement with Walnut Investment Group LLC at 108 South Vicksburg.
I'll second that.
Any discussion on 7J? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay?
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7K, recall from the last council meeting, we announced the public hearing relative to the statutory need to have that hearing in order to establish the 5th Amendment to the Marion Star Bond District. Again, this has to do with adding parcels to the Star Bond District, mainly the movie theater parcel where the old former John Deere dealership used to be. Those were at the developer's request, and the city thought it made sense, given an amendment to the Star Bond District, to add where Gander Mountain used to be operating. And I tried to make it explicit last time, and for our friends in the press, I want to make it more so tonight. There is no, I wish there were. I wish I had something to report as to something going into Gander Mountain, that big, nice facility, but we don't yet, nor has there been material discussions with anybody on anything to go there. But we thought this would make an opportune time, assuming that that's going to take some sort of gargantuan effort for somebody to see. It's an expensive property. It would probably take a lot of money, depending on what the next user is, to reformat it. And so those are the parcels of property, as well as the connecting properties that were needed to be added to get to each of those. I think specifically the movie theater had to have a couple of parcels added to it. So we held that hearing last week, and now K and L are the next steps in that process, and we're on item K now, and that's my motion to adopt Resolution 2025-17, which establishes the Fifth Amendment to the Marion Star Bond District.
I'll second that.
Okay. It was awfully wordy, but I want to make sure that we're explaining ourselves. There's no undue angst over it. So, any discussion on item 7K? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. All right. Similarly and consecutively, item L is the next step in that statutory process after we had the hearing, then adopted the resolution. The last piece of this at this stage is to do this by ordinance, which is actually approving the amendment itself to the Marion Star Bond District. So anything that gets added to the district has to be a part of the project plan, correct?
Yes.
So we had project plan area, or project area number 1. That's what's going on right now, and we're adding these parcels to that project area number 1. And that's my motion to approve ordinance 4089, approving the Second Amendment to the Marion Star Bond District, project area number 1.
I would second that.
Okay, any questions on item 7L? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Under Public Affairs, item 8A. Wendy, do you want to walk us through what you saw that required this change, please?
So this was pretty much to fix a loophole in our non-owner occupied housing code for the city of Marion. So the chapter that covers the non-owner occupied housing code, I believe it's chapter
6.
maybe title 10. So yeah, it's title 10, chapter 6. So that entire chapter is titled non-owner occupied housing code for the city of Marion. Within that is subsection 16, which specifically references the inspection program that we have on those properties. Well, the codes office has always treated all non-owner occupied residential properties the same under that entire chapter. But that specific section has always said rental properties. We have a property owner who's a landlord who claims that if he does not collect rent, that he does not feel like he should have to abide by the inspection process. So this is the way to remedy that loophole.
So it would appear pretty much without exception, everything in this red line document you've provided is simply
So
correcting
Yes, so basically
rental
all I've
with
done is
non-owner occupied.
Swap out the word rental with non-owner occupied. And then also while we were in there, updating the current name of our building and codes department. There was a lot of places, I think, where it said building and inspection department. So I just updated that with the current building and codes department title. So those are the only two changes that have been made.
Okay. We can discuss it in a minute, but I'll go ahead and move to approve ordinance 4077, amending the housing code for non-owner occupied dwellings in the city of Marion.
I would second that.
Okay, any questions of Wendy on this, or anything you guys find in this that you'd like to ask a question of or bring up? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yes.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 8B, I'm going to move to table that item to a future council meeting so we can get some more information to present to you. So that brings us to item number 9, commissioner reports. And who'd like to start? Doug, thanks for your volunteerism.
Yeah, I'll volunteer. Treasurer's Department doesn't have anything.
Oh,
as
that was
usual.
easy. Just to mix it up, Commissioner Stecklin.
Okay. Since the last report, the water department reports 5 meter pits were repaired or replaced, 7 water leaks were repaired, 1 service was updated, 2 new water taps, and 2 fire hydrants were repaired. Last meeting of the month, it's trivia, so hope you've all been studying up on this. It is a holiday theme a little bit, so. First question, what was the name of the first turkey pardoned on Thanksgiving? I'll give you 4 choices. Was it Tom, Jack, Jive, or Butterball? It's a tough one.
I'll guess
Tom.
Tom. That seems to make sense.
Your answer is Jack. Abraham Lincoln is credited with the first turkey pardon in 1863 when his son Tad asked him to spare a turkey named Jack that was destined for Christmas dinner. All right, now you know. All right. Also on the Thanksgiving theme, which state produces the most cranberries? Is it Illinois, Florida, California, or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
I think Wisconsin, really?
Florida.
It's cheese. It's Wisconsin.
Is it Wisconsin?
It is Wisconsin.
Wow.
Wisconsin produces 67% of America's cranberries and is the top cranberry producing state in the United States, followed by Massachusetts and New Jersey. Now you know. Cheese and cranberries. That's all I have. Oh, by the way, one other thing. If you like Trans-Siberian Orchestra, this coming Saturday at the Civic Center is the Prophecy Show, which is a tribute to TSO. If you've never seen it, I encourage you to go because it saves you a 2.5-hour drive to St. Louis, and it's half the cost. And it's a pretty cool show. So.
Okay, Commissioner Barwick.
Have a report from the fire department for the month of October. We had 10 100 series fire calls, 14 rescue and EMS calls, 8 hazardous condition with no fire calls, 10 service calls, 19 good intent calls, 26 activated alarms, for a total of 87. And that's all I have.
Commissioner Webb.
Yeah, as far as streets, we're getting the snow plows ready. Looks like some snow in the 10-day forecast. Hopefully not too much, but we'll be ready on the street end. Cleaning ditches, especially with all the leaves falling into the ditches, so they had to back trucks out working on that. Working on various drainage projects. Most important is the putting up Christmas lights and the skating rink that we noticed downtown, so appreciate everybody's hard work on that. And doing some sidewalk work on College and Vicksburg Street. All is good at the cemetery. That's all I have.
Okay, the only thing I wanted to mention is we do have a Christmas parade this Sunday scheduled. There is a chance of rain on Sunday, but we think that's in the morning as of this moment. So we do have a rain date picked, but we're going to wait to announce that because we're very hopeful that Sunday will work out. So, and that parade starts at what time, Cody? 5:30, and we certainly invite all in Southern Illinois to come visit us and enjoy the parade and kick off our holiday season. So, anything else under miscellaneous to come before the council for the good of the city? Anyone? Anyone have a need under item 11 for a closed or executive session? Okay, hearing no need, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'd make a motion, we adjourn.
I'd second that.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay?
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yeah.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
What time Monday or Sunday night? Probably 4:30 or so.
Yeah.